Good evening, brothers and sisters. Doug White down here in Alabama. This is Daniel 2 and 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to another people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Wow. A kingdom that will stand forever. What does that sound like? What do you think it could be? In the days of these kings, I take it's the Babylonian, Medo-Persian, the Greek, and the Roman. These kings. In these days, there would be a kingdom set up. Reckon what kingdom that was. Well, I just like to put it out there to everybody that's listening. I believe it is the kingdom of Jesus Christ that was set up in this time period. The God of heaven shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. God of heaven is in charge of this, brothers and sisters. And it's not ever going, it will stand forever. It's already begun. I think I'm going to name this a little video. His kingdom has begun. I started out in Matthew 24 talking about the Great Tribulation period being over. But I'm just going to study this thing out here a little bit and see what I can make of it. Anyway, I believe that this has got to be talking about. Look, it's going to break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. This kingdom is already in heaven right now, brothers and sisters. I think that's what we see when we're talking about Matthew 24 in the second question in that Matthew 24. Anyway, let me go into it a little bit deeper here. But anyway, that's what I think. I believe that this particular text is talking about the kingdom of Jesus Christ right now. I believe that's what he's talking about. That it's already in motion and it was set up in the first century. And I think that's what Matthew 24 is talking about. The great majority of Matthew 24 is talking about. But let me get into it and see if I can find something else. Well, that text leads me to this text. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Brothers and sisters, I believe that that's pretty clear right there. Coming in his kingdom. So something happened in the first century that we're reading about over in Matthew 24, where not everybody died before this happened. So I don't see how you can get any clearer than that. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Wow. How do we know that it's talking about that? Let's say. Well, my little series that I'm going to talk about is that the Great Tribulation is in our past. And we have little hints all the way through here. Let him, which is on the housetop, not come down to take anything out of his house. Brother and sister, we don't walk around on housetops today, but they did. He said they will, when he was talking to his disciples, he said they will bring you before the magistrate, bring you before the synagogues and bring you before kings. You, talking about to his disciples. So this was something that took place in the first century, brothers and sisters. That's why I'm saying everybody's got it pushed off in the future. I'm saying not so. And that we don't walk around on housetops. At least I don't. And this is talking about something else that happened in the first century. The Great Tribulation period that won't ever be that bad again. Then let them which are in Judea flee into the mountains. This was something you had to flee from because there was going to be trouble. So this is not addressing us, brothers and sisters. This is something that happened in the first century. Talking to his disciples right here. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, persecute you, deliver you up to the synagogue, deliver you up, and into prison. Bring him. In other words, they shall lay hands on you. These are talking about his disciples. Be mistreated. They don't bring you before any synagogue. Look here, and deliver you up to the synagogue. So, brothers and sisters, this is addressed to his disciples, telling them what to expect that was fixing to happen in the first century, brothers and sisters. I just want to show you some reasons why I believe this way. Everybody can believe like they want to believe. Nobody's going to be mad with them. But I'm just saying, are we believing what's been passed down to us? Look at here, what it says right here. For these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. So, brothers and sisters, these were days of vengeance. We were told about it. And also it said, well, I wrote them down right here. I might as well, instead of going to them, I just show you where I wrote them down. Let's see if I can get that one. What is that? Luke 23:28. Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. They were going to say, blessed is the barren of womb. So Jesus was talking about something that was in the very near future that everybody is putting off into the at the end of the world, which I do not believe is. I believe we're past those days. Okay, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. See, brothers and sisters, this is something that's going to be. This is what I believe is happening right here. If you read over there where it says, let's see. Well, I was talking about. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even to the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. This will be something that happened in the heavens, brothers and sisters, in the first century. Not a setting down upon the earth and setting up a kingdom upon the earth, like many seem to think is going to happen. His kingdom has already begun in the heavens, in my view, down in Alabama. But listen to this. This is going to shock some people that I believe this. So hold on to your hats. This is Jesus talking to the high priest. But he held his peace and answered nothing. And the high priest asked him and said unto him, Art thou the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? And Jesus said, here he goes, I am, and ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes and said, what need we any further witness? So I believe that this priest was still alive, brothers and sisters, still alive when these events happened in the heavens. They could see in the heavens this high priest. Look at what he told Jesus. He said, I am, and ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. This was an event that was going to happen within the lifetime of that priest, brothers and sisters, in this old boy's view down here in Alabama, unless you just want to spiritualize the thing and say, well, no, let's put this off to it. He said, ye shall see him. And so he's not alive now. This priest ain't alive 2,000 years later waiting on him to see him come. No, this happened in the first century, brothers and sisters. And I'll go over here and I'll show you where I think it happened. Well, brother and sister, over here in Revelation, after it tells you that the time is at hand, must shortly come to pass. Surely I come quickly all through this, leading up to it. you know that if you have any logic about it, this is something that was about to happen, which parallels with Matthew 24, which we'll probably get into that a little bit more. But I just wanted you to see this astounding thing that I believe happened upon our flat earth. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. And all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. Brothers, sisters, the ones that pierced him were still alive in this poor sinner's view down here in Alabama. Because he also told the high priest that he would see him. Say, you see him, brothers and sisters? This is astounding, I know, to you that you might not want to ever turn my channel back on. But I'm just telling you, I read it the way I read it, and that's the way I see. Most people that read this, they don't believe that the earth is flat. They think it's round, so how could every eye see him? But over there it says, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even to the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So something happened in the sky like lightning. It shined from the east to the west. Everybody saw it in the first century, brothers and sisters. This is what gets glossed over, and this is why nobody can make any sense out of Matthew 24, because they're looking at it as something off in the future, when it's something that happened in the first century. That high priest, Jesus doesn't lie. He said he would see him, and he did see him at the right hand. What did it say there? Let's see. Art thou the Christ? He said, I am. And ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power and coming in the clouds of heaven. So he told that high priest that he would see him at the right hand of the Father. So you can't get any clearer than that. That's what Jesus told that high priest. So you're saying, what are you saying? Oh, let's just explain that away. Let's just say, well, oh, no, that's just, let's just spiritualize that, No, I believe that he was talking to him, that he was going to see him. And he said, and it says, and they also which pierced him. So even the ones that pierced him, this guy was complicit in piercing him too. So you see, brothers and sisters, they were just as guilty. But I think also that some of the people that were still alive when this event happened in the heavens, when he set up his kingdom, like I put up there, his kingdom was set up and it'll never pass away. Anybody that gets in the way of that kingdom's going to be crushed. And he's gathering all things to himself, brothers and sisters. So that's what I'm seeing right here in these few little things. Ye daughters of Jerusalem, don't weep for me. Don't weep for me, weep for yourself. There was something really bad coming, horrific coming upon the earth. Well, anyway, I'll get out of here. Let's say I wrote these things down just for give me a little something to turn to. But anyway, Jesus wouldn't be trying to trick his disciples, brothers and sisters. He would have told them, don't worry about it. All this stuff is going to happen 2,000 years from now. No, what he told them, he gave them a ballpark figure. This generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. Now, the end of the world question, that happy day has not occurred yet in this old sinner's view down here in Alabama. But anyway, I'll make some more videos on it and show you why I believe the way I do. People can believe like they want to this one, but I'm just telling you, this brings joy once you realize it's one less thing to worry about. Peace and love from this old boy down in Alabama.